Business Lifestyle magazine.
Now we are coming to a very important person who's the guest of honor for today. Here, who's running the hospital, Sunrise Hospitals, Dr. Hafeez Rahman. You know, in hospitals, the doctors, earlier we used to think doctors are all gods, you know. They are all replacing gods. Anything we all have something, some disease or something, some of our loved ones are not well, we immediately think of all these living gods. But I have a lot of friends, you know, even many of them call me as doctor, thinking that I'm also a medical doctor. But many of my doctors all over the world, when I talk to them, they also say how they have this competition in their own field. But I've seen many of these doctors have been successful is once they share the knowledge. In Coimbatore, Ganga Hospital, they're one of the top orthopedic surgeons in the world, Dr. Rajashekar and Dr. Rajasabhapati, a plastic surgeon combination. And I always used to tell him, doctor, wherever I go different parts of the world, people ask me, how is Dr. Rajashekar in your city? It is just because he is sharing his technique to his colleagues. He is not keeping his techniques only to them. So there are a lot of competition. Some of the doctors say that this technique taught to me by my father, my grandfather, or especially the gynecologists, some of them, they tell me, my mother taught me, my grandmother taught me, the specialist. But believe me, my dear friends, today, the digital media is taking to such an extent that even in the medical field, there is everything available, what you cannot even expect, what you cannot dream, people are able to produce, and people are able to. The keyhole surgery for open heart surgery, which was impossible 20 years back or 30 years back. Today, people are trying to do this invasive surgery. And today, my good friend Ajit was telling me, if Dr. Hafeez has come here, he has sacrificed more than at least 40 or 50 appointments specially and come here, how busy they are all. Here, we are all lucky that we have got a chairman of Sunrise Hospital, Dr. Hafeez Rahman, come here as a panelist for this Unique Times Business Conclave on the impact of digital marketing on this new business era. I am asking this question for you all to Dr. Hafeez. In an industry like healthcare, trust is paramount. How can digital media be used to build and sustain trust among patients and stakeholders?
Thanks to all of you and Ajit and the Unique Times for giving me this opportunity to be with you. Now, healthcare is a completely different ball game altogether because we rarely call it as a business, and we do not put that marketing word in healthcare too much because healthcare is mostly, for us, it's a passion. Now, trust is very important there. As you rightly asked, it's a beautiful question, which I would say, because in Malayalam we used to say, Vishwasam adalle ellam. You know, I used to tell my students that if a patient is ready to lie down below your knife, you know, how much trust she has on you. You have to really imagine, because even 1 millimeter difference or 1 millimeter slip of your knife can take her life. So this is the kind of trust we get from our patients in healthcare. Now, how does digital media come into this picture of getting trust between a doctor and a patient? So for a patient, basically, when she goes into healthcare, she needs basically trust in 3 things. Number 1, she needs to have a trust in the kind of treatment or the kind of medicine she is going for, because you have a lot of different kind of medicines. Maybe modern medicine, you have Ayurvedic medicine. She needs to have a trust in the kind of treatment she's or he is going for. The second thing is he or she needs to have some trust on the institution. And the third thing, which is most important, they should have a trust on the doctor. So how does digital media come into the picture in all these things? Now, today, digital media, the way digital media has educated patients, no other media was able to do that. Because today we have digital media with voice, we have digital media with video, we have digital print media, we have interactive digital media, and also even multimedias are there in digital. So all these combined together has completely overtaken the entire media by which education is possible. So it's basically patient education. So if the patient is educated well enough, they have enough trust on the treatment or the type of treatment which they are opting for. This is one of the most important things. At the same time, digital media can go haywire, especially in social media. Social media like this WhatsApp, we used to call WhatsApp University, Google Mata or Google gives a lot of information. You know, when a patient looks at these kind of information, it's very important for these media or the patient to understand whether this information is right or wrong. And it is equally important for the patient to understand that these are just bits and pieces of information, and medical treatment need not be always akin to these bits and pieces of information, because they don't know everything altogether, because it's a vast science and they actually do not know everything. Now, trust on the institution. See, this is another thing which is very much needed for the patient when they go into one institution, because unless they have trust, many times now these corporate hospitals have come, the patients do not even know which doctor is going to treat them. They just go to that institution because they have enough trust on the institution, or that institution is quite well known. As Ganga Hospital, you are telling, now patients going into Ganga Hospital may not be even knowing Rajashekar. So they need not know that which doctor. Ganga Hospital is known for orthopedics, so they go there. So how does this trust on institution come, and how does digital media influence this thing?